Howdy folks. See if I got the bots working. You can play your games. If you want to. Try again. And, oh, it's off. My bad. I don't know why it shut off. Hi, Mike. Try this again. There we go. Okay. Get over on the other screen here. Got a hodgepodge of stuff to do today. Main thing, get stuff, some of the stuff on here so I can get the table cleaned off for my coin stream tomorrow. I need to get the sway bar in place before I can slap the differential in there. I'm not gonna build the differential today because I'm actually stole this one out of my 13.5 truck. I'm pulling dog bones and diff out of my 13.5 truck that I built back in September. At that time I didn't have this lightweight, or actually it wasn't built yet, or they hadn't made them yet, this lightweight bone setup for the 13.5 truck. So this truck's going to get the hand-me-downs. That truck has been, the older 13.5 truck has been raced probably, I don't know, 8 times. Hey James. Yeah, I just kind of doing it in steps when I got time. I need to get my table cleaned off for tomorrow. So probably be on here for an hour or two to get some things done here, and then I can clean my table off. Pick out the little sway bar here. They are marked. If I can find there it is. Yeah, it's that one, the thin one. But I gotta get the sway bar in here. That's part of the putting the cover on the transmission. Don't come in the kit, the rear sway bar. So I gotta buy aftermarket parts. And I need these. I'm not going to need those, but I may need little set screws. Yeah, I need 2 of them. I may have 2 of them. Yeah, I got 2 of them there in my extras bin. But I need the little ball ends that go on. I need 2 of them. go on the end of the sway bar, and then I need a couple of the these set screws to build the little ball ends. You got to build these with a 2 millimeter gap in these. And I've found that the easiest way, since your little caliper is about impossible to measure a 2 millimeter gap, is to use a 2 millimeter spacer. Those are tight. So I got it already out. I guess pretty good on right off the bat. Hi, Dennis. I will have my coin stream tomorrow. We'll probably get going about 1 Central Time. I have got a couple rolls, short rolls of quarters I'm going to go through. That is if I get my table cleaned off, which I will. Yeah, anyway, a couple short rolls of quarters. I know there's Standing Liberty, at least a Standing Liberty ender on one. I don't remember if they're Barbers, some Washingtons, Standing Liberties, or what they are. I haven't looked at them for a while. I've had them forever. And I'm getting these links built. Get the sway bar on there, then I can get the diff in place. And I start on the rear hubs. That'll be another finagle mess, because the kit comes with plastic ones, and my old truck has aftermarket aluminum ones. Oh no, where'd that go? I know it's close to right. Part down. Good luck finding it. But anyway, I'll have to steal them off my old truck here in a little bit. Get the link set up about right there. I need the little pivot ball in the center. Yeah, just going to work on this for an hour or so, and then get it set off to the side. Get on there. I got the blue ones that were in that kit have a bigger hole in them. Well, I know these work. This is a black one that actually the front one is a black one also. So I know they work. The truck kit comes with the blue one with the bigger holes, but I don't need it. I had this one laying here. Or it has place for a thicker wire. There the hole through the center is for a thicker wire. But this is a small sway bar, so the black one works. Try to get it centered. At least get it eyeballed pretty good. Now to get these snapped into place. This is always fun. They are tight. Let's see, make sure I'm putting it on there the right way. Yep. And of course, it is being a pain. Try to get that round ball to stay put. Which it don't like to do. And you can't snap it in by hand, at least the first time, because it's so tight. Okay, let's try this a different route. Okay, that's a smart way to do it. And these are the same way. Get these snapped on. I may have to get needle nose out to get these on. Because they are tight. Just quit fighting it and get them out. There they are. Cool, that's one on. Okay, let's see if I can do this one. Sure, I've got that angle just about right. That's much easier. Now to get the arm in onto the arm. Nope. I have to use the needle nose because it just about broke my fingernail. Get on there. About the time I get it slipped in there, it slides off. Now I know I got the nose of the needle nose up through there before on the other side. Ah, why are you fighting me? So tight when they're new. There you go. Okay. Yeah, I suppose now I can go ahead and put the diff in. I say I'm doing some swapping. This was the diff that's out of my 13.5 truck. It's got about 6 or 8 runs on it, so it's pretty much new. And my 13.5 truck is getting the new one. New diff with the lightened parts in it. And the reason I use the lightened parts in the 13.5 truck, it's compared to this mod truck, is there's less rotational mass, which means the motor will spool up a little quicker. A few more RPMs and less draw on the motor. Got some white grease to put on the gears in here. That should do it. Now I can go ahead and put the tranny cover on. Shock tower. Another thing I'm stealing off my old truck, already got it off, is waterfall that goes in here. It's got a fan mount on it, or a fan on it to cool the motor. The factory one doesn't come with that. That's an aftermarket part. So the factory one is back on the old truck. And I need some screws, which are underneath the kit, or underneath the car. Get those through there. And that's the waterfall screw. Goes there. And then there's a long screw that goes through there. Again, I'll get all the screws in it before I snug them down. You got to be really careful with these screws right here, because they do like to strip. So don't get too carried away with the power wrench. Of course I dropped it. We'll go ahead and put in this one. really careful with them. Myself, I like to hand tighten them. Don't take a chance. I think that's about all I better go. I'm not too sure that one didn't already strip. I think it's all right. Check those bottom ones. Pretty sure I tightened these all the way. Yep. And get the 2 screws in the waterfall. I won't tighten them all the way because to get the motor in there, you've got to take it loose anyway, so we'll just put them in loose for now. Okay. Tighten this one up a little bit. I just put it in hand tight. Okay. Alrighty, well, we're to the point. I guess I'll go ahead and attach the sway bar here. We'll need a couple of the set screws to adjust the rear, tighten up the where it mounts. Get those flush at the ends. Careful, pretty easy to bend the wire. Okay, sway bar in place, but I need that. We got any more of the little set screws there? Nope, I don't see any. Let's steal them out of this kit. Well, maybe should have had these in place before I put the shock tower on. I guess we'll see here. Yeah, they'll go. But yeah, these take the slop out of the sway bar. Little set screws got a spot to screw in here. And then you can adjust it for different size sway bars. Tighten them down till the arms don't move, and then back them off just a little bit. Yeah, looks like we're there. Back it off. Tighten this one down. We're there. Back it off. Keep adjusting on it. That might be a little tight. There we go. That one's good. Okay. Sway bar in and adjusted. Anti-sway bar, I should say. Now this truck's going to go off the side, and we're going to start stealing some parts off the old truck. Okay. I think that's where we're to right now. Yep, time to put hubs together, which I'll go ahead and put them together. But I don't have all the stuff I need. I'm missing, well, that little, didn't help I lost that one shim there a bit ago, but I am short on the number of shims that I'm going to need, and I don't think they give you enough. Oh, they do give you. They do give you one 2mm one, so I guess I could go ahead and throw them together. Yeah, my kit comes with plastic one of these, and I have aluminum ones that are on my old truck. They use the same hub, so I'm going to steal my aluminum ones off my old truck. But I can put them together. I think all the parts are right here. And a few extra parts. And I won't need till I put the axles together. I gotta remember these. It's the outside bearing, so these need to sit to the inside. Like that. I need some Loctite because we're going into metal, screw into metal. Okay. Guess the screws are in there. I do need to open that bag. Hey, Donald. Working at RC. Trying to get a little bit of it together here so I can clear my table for tomorrow. Doing some parts robbing. Actually, I'm putting parts together that will go onto my old truck so I can sell it eventually and steal parts off my old truck to put onto my new truck. Since these come with plastic parts here, this hub, And I've got the aftermarket aluminum ones on my old truck that are the same. Or the same design. Back up. Back up, back up. There he goes. 2mm shims in there. And they give you 2mm for the ball stud, but my setup that I had on there on the old truck was 3mm spacer. So have to steal 1mm here. That's awfully short. I think I used longer ones on that kit. That's why this one's getting this stuff. Stuff to go onto the old truck. Okay, put the other one together now. I know this probably is boring, Donald, if you're still here. For you. I'd be smart here. There. What's up, Jake? Just building my new one. Got some parts here for my old truck, or my 13.5 truck. So it's actually the diff that was going to go in this truck, is actually going to go into my 13.5 truck, and the diff that was in my 13.5 truck is going into this truck. Did ya? They don't give them away, do they? I always buy a spare set too. I don't think we're going to have the issues with these like we did the aluminum ones. At least I hope not. Or you break a bone on occasion. At least we hope. But I'm building the hubs to put on my old truck and steal my aluminum ones to go on this truck. And anyway, there's the hubs built. Time to get the old truck up here. Start tearing it apart. Actually, I need to just pop them off. What do you think the track layout will be like in 2 weeks? They gonna make it easy or hard? Probably really should put bearings in here, but this is going to end up with somebody else, so I'm not too worried about it. In the future. I do too. I know, seen somebody talking about putting big air in it. Well, I've never seen them guys ever put any big air in a track, so. Maybe one time. And that might have even been at the old place. Okay, that's ready to steal the hub. I'm gonna try and do all these. We'll see how tight these are. They feel fairly tight. But I've got the set screws here tightened down, so see how tight it is after I take them loose. Oh yeah, it's tight yet. I don't think I'm going to need to change. Thought about swapping the inserts out, but I think those are tight enough yet. I'm not going to worry about it. Here's one of them. Yeah, I'm building a truck, John. Actually, this is my old truck. It's on the table right now. I'm stealing parts I want on my new truck. So I actually am putting parts from the new kit in place here. So that I can sell this one eventually. We'll be on tomorrow, John, with the coin part of it again. Probably at 1 Central. Why won't that go in there? There it goes. Okay, that's one back in. Bearings back in it. Put the axle back. Okay, that's This one side's stolen. This is actually the old truck. I'm actually stealing stuff off my old truck there, Dennis. Stealing the aluminum parts off my old one and to go on to the new one. For some reason that don't want to pop off of there. That's strange. Okay. I actually lost a set screw out of that sometime. This one is awfully loose. We'll see what it's like. If it's been spinning in the insert. I don't think it probably has, but these actually don't pivot. The hub doesn't pivot on the pin. The pin pivots in the, oh yeah, it's loose. That one we may steal the insert out of the new insert and put in here. The other one was tight. We're gonna put the new one back in the aluminum. Put the old one back into the new one for the old arm, or the old car. I know I really should Loctite them little set screws, but I don't. So then they fall out. And then that lets hub actually pivot inside, or the actual insert pivot inside the pin, which is not supposed to do. Up just a little. Come on, there you go. Hopefully they're both in there. Yep. Hubs to the back, lengthen the car out. You want to on a carpet car. I know in the past, when it was still 17.5, I would actually shorten the wheelbase with older cars. Okay, get on there. There you go. Okay, that's all I need for now off the old car. Get the new car out here. Need to steal the other insert here. And I need to find another set screw. I know they're got the little silver ones in there, but I think the little back ones will work just fine. Just a little bit longer, but not that much. Okay. I guess I could go ahead and say I am stealing the CBAs out of my 13.5 truck. The new M or mod ones are going to go in it. I guess I need to go grab them. Oh, ouch. There's one. It looks like it's all the way in. I think I can go ahead and tighten these a little bit. I don't like to tighten them too much till I get the pins through it. That's probably what happened when I built it. The old one, I probably forgot to tighten them. It's squeezed a little too much. Yep. Again, space it to the back. These can be a pain to get in. Sort of learned over years, kind of squeeze them. Of course, if I could hang on to it long enough. Doggone it. Okay, there we got it. Of course, then it fell through, didn't it? Yep. Got it. Well, there. There goes. Did I get it? No, about lost it. Okay, I think we got her that time. Yep. There we go. Now we can squeeze these down. There we go. Cool. Oh man, that's snug. Loosen up a little bit. Of course, it don't pivot a whole lot, but it does a little bit. Hour and 13 minutes. Hoping to get down within a couple hours or so. I think we'll be to that point. Give me time to build the diff for the other car. Maybe get the axles put together. Well, that's one side. Where'd it go? There we go. Back up. Feel it still hitting the threads. There it goes. in there. Adam, well, you're not watching one of my coin live streams. I'm just building an RC car here. I'll be going, my coin one I'll be doing tomorrow at 1 o'clock Central. Need to get my table cleared off, so I am working on this thing. Get it out of the way, get some of the stuff done that needed to be done. Oh, that's in the way, sorry. Okay, need the other axle now. Out on the other, doing a little part swapping. These hubs were off my old car. They're aluminum. Kits don't come with aluminum one. That's an aftermarket part. And I got some new parts for my 13.5 truck. So we're doing a little swapping on it. Also, that's actually the transmission or differential is out of my 13.5 truck. And it's getting a new one with some aftermarket parts that weren't out when I built it. We'll be, I've got a couple short rolls of some old quarters to go through first tomorrow. Then I'll be going through some Wheaties. After that, I don't know if it's been a while since I looked at them. I know there's some standing liberties in them. I don't know if it's Washington's, otherwise Barbers, or what I got in those rolls. We'll just kind of go through them and see what we got. I think they probably are standing liberties, because that's one set I really haven't worked on yet. Yeah, if Dennis is around yet, I don't know. Looks like we got 5 of you guys watching me be boring here. I think Ruck is around yet. I don't know if my RC buddy Jake is watching yet. He's trying to get my speed secrets. Thing is, he knows all my speed secrets. He knows what my setup is, so it probably isn't really helping him. Anyway, that is built for the new truck. Now we got a diff to build. And then that'll probably be it for today. Actually, the diff is already in this truck, but I stole that one out of my 13.5 truck, so we'll build my 13.5 diff. That'll clear out some more of the stuff on the table. If I can find it. There it is. I guess I could go ahead and put these bones together. This is stuff for the new truck too. I need these for the diff. Yeah, 1 Central, 2 Eastern, noon Mountain, 11 Pacific. Anyway, I guess we could put these bones together. This is a pretty high dollar aftermarket kit. Let's see which end. Those are the spare parts, so call these pucks. These little plastic pieces ride inside the outdrives. I'll show you when I get one of these put together. Oh no. I'm not seeing one of the little screws that should be there. Should be 4 of these little dinky things. I guess they did give you one extra one, thank goodness. And oh, there it is. Thank goodness. Okay, I think those are a different size wrench, if I remember right. They're 050s. A little tiny. I'll make sure they aren't 1.5s, but I don't think they are. Nope, they're 050s. I gotta have 2 of them. but quite a bit less rotational mass between these and these. So well, 13.5 is actually super stock. Actually, a mod way the motors are nowadays, but less rotational mass means the motor can spool up a little easier and quicker, a little less amp draw, and then hopefully a few more RPMs also. Whole idea putting this little kit together. Yep, you seen it, Adam. I didn't. It must have been inside of one of them. I don't know why they give you those little other little screws anymore, these little ones, because that's what they use in the bimetal, the old bimetal kits. And you're not using that anymore, the little piece that used to go on this end. So, unless it's something to do with these. And I don't see how it would. Spare screws. Well, I'll tell you what, you come out here to Iowa, Adam. I flung one of these little blue shims over somewhere earlier. You can come find that, because I heard it go flying. It's like, I'm not going to find that. At least not today. I know they say to probably put a little Loctite on these, but again, these screws are so tiny. Very easy to strip out, and if you get a little Loctite on them, they will not come apart. So I just make sure they're good and tight the first time. Basically, any metal on metal, you about got to Loctite them in these cars. They'll vibrate loose. But I don't like using Loctite on these super tiny screws. I'll take my chances. Just get them good and tight the first time. Okay, where's the axles? Right there. That. And I put a little grease on them. Helps everything kind of stay together and lubricated. That's different grease, different color grease. I've seen them have before. It used to have kind of a red looking grease. Get the pins through here. Feels like they're in starting but not going through. There it goes. It's one. That's always a good thing, Adam. I had some silver in my box today. We'll see you tomorrow if you get a chance. Thanks for stopping in for a little bit. I think that gold is that's a giveaway, right? Dennis, you think? It's a giveaway? And the bigger the better. Hey, Ernest. Building on my car again. Trying to get my table cleared off so I can work on coin stuff tomorrow. These CVDs, I actually fill them up pretty full of grease first go around. Kind of helps keep a little bit of the dirt, actually carpet fuzz, out of them. And actually kind of helps hold the pin in till get it into place where the bearing can hold that pin. Yep, those are together. Now time to put the diff together. And I'm not going to need that. I guess I need the little metal cover that's down in here somewhere too. There it is. These kit covers are junk. You can buy the aftermarket aluminum covers because these things leak terrible. I think they warp when you tighten the screws down. You know, that can just honestly go in the trash because I'll never use it. New kits, they just come out, the B7, the buggy. They come with an aluminum cover, imagine that. Let's see, we'll need those little pins. Takes us racers to actually use this stuff to tell them, hey, that stuff's junk. Yeah, I don't need that. I do need these. And the shims. Okay, now what's those two little extra shims? I have never something don't look right there. There should be 4 of these, which there are. Oh, okay. Oh, that's the little tiny things they're using now. Holy crap. They used to have a big thick one, or big wide washer. And I'll show you where that goes. So get not too far away from getting there. Gonna need the out dries, that can go aside. Be using those. But yeah, they used these little thin shims. They used to have a big wide. It's actually a 3/8 wide shim that would go between the sun gear, and I just will get going. I need some black grease though. I'm pretty meticulous how I build these. Build them like I used to do my 8 scales, a lot of grease. The grease will actually kind of help fill gaps so the dip don't leak as bad. Also, a lot of grease around the O-ring area here. O-ring seal. A little bit of grease on the outdrive as you're putting it in to prevent it from narfing that little silicone seal. But yeah, they used to have a big thick washer that you would use right here. And now they've gone down to these little dinky ones because they would warp and then the diff would tighten up, actually almost lock up. That's so tiny I can't even put it down in there. And of course my hemostats are a little bit magnetic. Yeah, that's weird. I don't remember the last one I was building have that small of rings. That must be a third design. Excuse me. Pin that holds the outdrive in place. Need to look at the other outdrive and see. I think they're, yep, lined up with the and you got to kind of finagle it down in there. There it goes. Then the sun gear sits in on top of that. Then do the same thing with the cover. A lot of grease in the O-ring area. A little bit of grease on the outdrive. Protect that seal. And also kind of fill the gap between the seal and the case. Usually try to kind of force the grease, keep the grease in place just before it goes through. Oh, trying to get ahead of myself. That's interesting. Like I say, I don't remember the shims or washers being that thin. The last one I put together. But if that solves the problem, I guess that's what they need to do. But basically that pin right here would chew into that washer, and then actually it would get thin enough that it would warp it. Then it'd bind up the diff. Anyway, that's that. Time to get the spider gears in the diff. Actually, we can go ahead. So I got the grease out here. Put a little grease in the area where the gasket goes. Kind of fill some of the imperfections. Also hold the gasket in place while you put the cover on. I think my grease tube's about out. Okay, that's way more than enough. Put the gasket in place. Maybe. Okay, there we go. Set aside for now. Do the sun gear, or the spider gears. Don't need that to go in there. They give you some little dinky O-rings that you can use. They call them tuning, that you can actually put on these, I guess, to tighten them up a little bit. I don't know of anybody that's ever used them. There's the spider gears. Put them down into place. There we go. Now, fill it with diff grease or oil, whatever you call it. It's more of an oil, but it's thick. Just put some of this stuff back away. I'll get my diff oil. I'm going to stick with 10K on this. 10,000 weight. Okay, do we got the little plug in it? No. And I wish hopefully the B7 kits, they will give you a weight like they did with the B74 kits. So you don't have to sit here and wait for the oil to settle down in. You got to put just enough oil to cover basically touch the little spider gears on the top, right above the pin in the middle. And I mean, 10K isn't too bad. I mean, yes, it's a little bit thick, but if you get up to 50K, 100K like you use in a center diff on a four-wheel drive, it can take forever for that oil to settle into the crevices. But I think we're about there. Looks like we're there. The oil is right up above the pin, through the center, up onto the spider gears. I think we might put just a drop more in. You know, they say better safe than sorry. Well, in this case, too much oil makes the diff leak, so you're actually not better to overfill these. That's why I say it'd be nice you could just come out the B7 kit, buggy kit, and the diff is more like the B74 four-wheel drive, and I hope they give you a weight. Use a gram scale and weigh the diff so you don't have to sit there and wait for the oil to settle. But we're ready to slap it on here. Hopefully we got it pretty close. Oh yeah, that's 1.5s, little screws. I knew we were close. Oh. I think we had one screw in place. Don't want to get too carried away with this yet. Tightening until you get all 4 screws snug. That's how you warp the plastic parts. "25 years, Ernest, and I built my very first one." That's the one thing, that's part of doing these. You can buy ready to run ones, but it's best to learn how to build them. Learn how they come apart, go together. Started in 1998 racing these. So this will be my 26th year. I probably built that first kit in, I don't know, around March or April, May, 98. Anyway, I think that's what we had planned to get done today. I will actually put that stuff into the other truck that's out on the kitchen table, and then I can clear my table off so we can do the coin thing tomorrow. But anyway, I think we'll get out of here. thank anybody that's been watching. I know, looks like Ernest, you might be the last one in here. But we'll get out of here. We'll be doing the coin show thing at 1 o'clock Central Time tomorrow. Do some quarters, and some pennies. Probably a couple hours. So thanks for watching.